Particularly in this lens I'm using guys, Zul here and Ayan. In this episode of BTS, I think I need to talk slowly. What up everybody, Zul here and Ayan, and in this episode of BTS Trick, Tips and Review TTR, I'm going to talk to you about vintage lenses. So the lens in this episode, I'm going to feature the FUJINON 55mm f1.8. So I'm going to share with you what are the pros and cons of using vintage lenses and what I use it for. As you all know, I've been shooting photography and videography for weddings. And when it comes to lens choices, especially for my wallet, modern lenses or modern glass are very expensive. So this FUJINON is not the EBC version. I got the non-EBC electron. I can't remember what does EBC stands for, but I remember that C stands for coating. So particularly for this lens, it made in 1980s. Aperture starts from f1.8 to f16. It has a clicking aperture. See that clicks, you can hear the clicks. It has a 49mm filter thread, but I rarely use filters, so I bought myself a 49mm lens hood, which I can just screw it in. So this basically protects my lens from knocks and bumps. In this, FUJINON uses the M42 screw mount. What you need to use this for your modern cameras such like my A6500, you're gonna need an adapter so you can screw it in and then put it to the camera. So if you're using this lens on a APS-C or crop sensor camera, it actually translates to nearly 85 mm-ish, depends on your crop sensor body. So mine 55, so 55 times 1.5. When I'm using my Sony A6500 is around 82.5 mm, so it's a very good focal length for portraits or close-up. Let's talk about the pros and cons. So people are thinking, with the advance of the Sony A6500 in focusing or any modern digital SLR, modern mirrorless camera, why do still go for vintage lenses? The cons are, it's not autofocus, so you have to manually focus your subject, adjust your aperture, alright? And it doesn't have OSS or image stabilization or optical steady shot. But then why do I still buy vintage lenses? The pros are because it's cheap, it's made of metal, other than that it's just pure metal and glass, so there's a weight to it. And the bokeh of vintage lenses, they tend to have more characteristic. So I'm gonna show you some examples of the shots I took at the wedding, and some random walkabout. So stay tuned. So are these lenses for everyone? That depends on how you're gonna shoot or what are you looking particularly in a lens. So in this second episode of TTR, I hope I managed to review one of my favorite lenses in M4 to mount, and yeah, I hope you guys like it. So leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and I would like to hear what lenses are you using. See ya!